feeling the same as sort of the rest of the lot of the other people.
Would you mind if I drop names?
No, I don't
Because
mind if
it's
you drop
really
names. I'm
public.
just trying to play it
Okay,
safe.
because it's really public stuff. It sounds funny, but all anyone has to do if you want one source, just go to my YouTube channel. There's 300 public videos there, including the following names. I mean, Sheriff Mark Lamb of Pinal County, Arizona. He is an absolute rock star in Arizona, but most importantly, the most incredible sheriff I've ever seen. And I voted for him long before I knew him, but I know him personally. But Sheriff Mark Lamb, he testified in Congress last week, Rea, and talked about the fentanyl crisis and blah, blah, blah. It's just awful. And I didn't see any of that come out in the press. I watched his whole testimony. It just the terrible numbers coming over the border and stuff. But Sheriff Mark Lamb, there's a gentleman here, Gordon Kessler, who's just a retired MLA from Alberta, politician, who was the first Alberta separatist in the 20th century. And he is in Arizona here. And these folks, I'm telling you what, and they don't mind me saying, and goodness gracious, Val Olson of Val Olson News down here. I mean, people in the Safeway, people at the post office, they're sick of this. They're sick of this. And Sheriff Lamb, when he testified, he was saying we need that it's been a disastrous border policy since the famous day when Joe Biden, people don't realize this, the day after Joe Biden got in office that first week, he signed 63 executive orders. I don't think there had been 10 before that, but 63, one included. Remain in Mexico policy under Trump goes away. Here we go. The floodgates start. So Sheriff Lamb is adamant about wanting to go, again, more common sense, finish the wall, which was already funded. The wall was already funded. They stopped the work. I see down here, Rea, I see acres of wall, it's all getting all rusty, that was supposed to go up. So there you go. They didn't want to spend $5 billion to finish the wall, but they'll spend $110 billion to Ukraine. Gordon Kessler is looking to Alberta 51 do anything he can from the U.S. side. Val Olson is telling the news the way it should be. It's where new news gets its news. And again, everybody, including regular folks, Mike Phillip, our fellow friend, radio host extraordinaire in Edmonton, Alberta, is fabulous. And he also is trying to bring not only Alberta 51 and constitutionalism and the U.S., but also God back into our lives a little bit. So dropping a few names, people are sick of it, Rea, whether you see it in the press or not. They really are. So back to you on that one.
So if you're over the mainstream media, where do you go to get informed on what's going on?
I have a number of pretty consistent